You hear a lot of deceptive suggestions and of peacefulness, and let everybody think and do what they want to do, the message. Then in the extreme cases, you get total blasphemy.
They go after you. They try to challenge your faith.
Of course, and it's very subtle. And you mustn't be shook by that. You mustn't be shaken by that. You must be able to deal with it and never answer a question, never take up something shoved at you. Always be in control.
Priest is also a man with faults, with guilt, with
Sure.
all the things, perhaps fewer than the rest of us, but things that can be thrown into his face to make him weak.
That's right, they can. And they can shame him, and they can weaken him. And for that reason, he needs to be virtuous. He needs not to have sin on his soul. He needs to have cleansed his soul in confession. He needs to be clean. If he's not clean, the demon will know it.
Is it possible, as in that movie, The Exorcist, that the demon can move from the possessed to the exorcist?
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's the danger. That's the, you can't have any truck with this unless you're in control.
Do you remember doing exorcisms in which you weakened?
Yes, I do. When I was momentarily shaken, yes, by the shocking things said to me about God, about the angels, about heaven, about human beings, about human love above all, and the contempt, and the despisement, and the ridicule that human love is accorded by the demon when he really talks is something frightening. It's something frightening. And you realize then that all human love is useless unless it mirrors the love of God.
So human love by itself is insufficient.
It's insufficient. It can be ridiculed and mocked and imitated and reproduced falsely. When it is an echo of divine love, then it's divine.
Speaking of false things, Doctor, is it possible or probable that a person taking drugs is more susceptible to the possibility of possession?
Yes. Yes. In fact, there's a twist to that I'd like to give to it. You can, through exorcism, be rid of a drug habit. Because in many cases, not all, I'm sure, but in many cases, the lapse into a drug habit, the adoption of a drug habit, is the result of satanic influence, demonic activity.
What
you can get rid of it.
What if you were to give out sort of a general piece of advice to people who are wondering about possession, what signs do you look for?
This: if in your life there is some imperative coming out of left field, not of your choice, but commanding you, urging you to do something, to yield, to be controlled, and know that that can herald demonic activity. For instance, let me explain something to you. We heard a lot for a long time, we still hear a lot about transcendental meditation, and the essence of it was that you made your mind blank.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And you channeled. The difficulty art is this. If you do that, you are sitting duck. You open the door and say, come in. And the same thing with the Ouija board. And the same thing with many channeling activities.
It is not necessarily the board itself, that's just cardboard, but
that's right.
When you use it in that manner, you're issuing an invitation.
That's right, and you're saying, the door is open, please come in, whoever you are. You can't do that with impunity. You can't do that with impunity. And many a case we're dealing with today started with a simple thing as the Ouija board, used as a plaything. But it got serious.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are spiritual seances of the same kind. Channeling. Waiting for the spirits to talk. Oh, they talk.
Mm-hmm. Doctor, we talked about earlier the quickening